The Denver Broncos won their 11th in a row. They started 1-2, and I remember when they had lost those back-to-back games, they had a weird penalty. I think it was a leverage penalty against
the Colts.
The Colts.
Right.
Lost that game on a walk-off field goal, and then they lost on a late field goal to the Chargers.
Right, back-to-back weeks.
And Sean Payton said something like, at some point the schedule is going to soften and we're going to start stringing wins together. They have now strung together 11.
It's incredible.
In a row.
Yeah.
And yesterday was the biggest test because when you look back through the games they won, Chris, there was only one where they were like clearly the better team. When they beat the Cowboys 44-24, I believe.
Right.
Every other game was rabbit out of the hat one way or the other. They were playing lesser foes. They were playing with their food. They had that ugly game in London against the Jets. They had that horrendous Thursday night game at home against the Raiders where it seemed like neither team showed up, much less wanted to win.
Yeah, ugliest game of the season.
And yesterday in comes the Packers. Packers favored. May have had a factor. Not something Sean Payton's going to talk about publicly, but may have had a factor privately. And off they went. Back and forth affair. They pull off the victory, clinching a playoff spot in the AFC, moving closer to the AFC West title that you predicted back in September that they would win.
Thank you very much.
And the number one seed, coupled with the Patriots losing. And the Broncos already had the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So now the Patriots basically have to make up 2 games in 3 weeks to overcome the Broncos for the top seed in the conference. So yesterday was a great – of all the great games yesterday and significant outcomes, the Broncos emerged sitting the prettiest of anyone.
Definitely, and definitely the marquee win of the year, right? I mean, I'll say the second marquee win of the year because I do think them beating the Chiefs a few weeks ago, right, when we were like, oh, the Chiefs' backs are against their wall, even though we know the Chiefs aren't special football team, right? That was still a big moment that everybody believed in, like, oh, the Chiefs are going to get this right, and the Denver Broncos were like, no, we're still going to be the kings of the AFC West this year. But yes, with Green Bay coming into town, Mike, I mean, you're saying it all, right? Green Bay's been one of the hotter teams in football. Green Bay has the type of talent that I think anybody that follows the sport goes, oh, it looks like they could win the Super Bowl, right? Jordan Love was hot. So everything there was set up to Green Bay on the road. They could beat Denver. Denver hasn't looked that impressive like you just said. So they haven't had a dominant win. What's it going to be other than that Dallas game? And this game started off shaky a little bit. I mean, really, it felt like Green Bay kind of controlled the early part of the football game, but driving down early 2 times and only coming away with the field goal, right? That's where this Denver team is a handful because the defense is special. They're got a coach that's tough and gritty and creative, and the team is like that too, and they continue to fight. And so when the defense we know is Super Bowl caliber, and then you get into a big game, and I think the quarterback plays one of his most Super Bowl caliber type of games of the season too, and Bo Nix. I mean, Bo Nix was really phenomenal yesterday. Early on in the football game, there wasn't a lot there. He kind of made it happen. Backyard football, ooh, nothing's there. Let me get out of the pocket, make a play. Right, this is what, perfect, guys. I mean, that's right, way to make me look good. But it was a lot of these type of plays. And then as the game went on and it got settled in a little bit and Sean Payton started to realize how he's being played, then it became Bo Nix started to pick people apart in the pocket. But Bo Nix shows you he's got special playmaking ability. And then we know he can make plays in the pocket right here and dice you up. I mean, what a throw down the middle of the football field. So that was the first time I think Denver puts everybody on notice to go, yes, we won 10 in a row or 11 in a row, and we haven't been all that sexy, but I think this is the first one where everyone goes, ooh, whoa, if they look like that, maybe they can go somewhere. I don't know. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, because we've been waiting for the offense to wake up and for Bo Nix to have arguably his best day yet, completing 23 of 34 passes, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns, a passer rating of 134.7. A lot of people like the QBR instead. I prefer the passer rating because I never really did understand the QBR. And I remember there was a time
I don't know
where
if I understand either one, really.
Charlie Batch had the highest ever single game QBR. And it was a very ordinary statistical game. So the moment that happened, it's like the QBR can GFO, right?
I guess so,
that's
yes.
it. Yeah. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.